Welcome, loves. I hope you all can hear me okay. It's been a while. Welcome to the Sacred Raven. I'm your spiritual mentor, life purpose coach, soul work intuitive. And yes, it's been a while. I was very sick for some time. So tonight we're back and we're going to discuss the Scorpio new moon, which energies are going to last for some time, but it's the beginning of a really important new life cycle for a lot of us. It really has. And I think a lot of us have already started that cycle and have already began to see enormous changes. A lot of enormous things have exited our life. And if it hasn't already, it's going to. So we're going to take a look at the cards and see what comes up for us this evening. This is for all signs. So welcome back. I'm very happy to be back. I really missed everybody like hell, more than you guys know. I hope everybody can hear me. I've got this mic plugged in, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments, please. I'm going to put my email address in the comments should anybody need to email me for any reason. Now, I changed companies and who I was getting my connection with beforehand, how we were always getting interrupted, and it drove all of us crazy, especially during some of the more important reads. Well, it's not going to do that anymore, as far as I know. So, and that was a pain in the butt. I had to have that company come out 3 times. So, we're back. Welcome. I love all of you. Okay, so I'm going to put my email address in here. My email is spiritualbusiness@thesacredraven, okay? .coach, all right, as I am your coach, okay? All right. Okay, let's begin. So I did actually recently get a new deck as a gift. The Kitty Tarot. As you guys know, I love cats. I don't know if we'll pull from that tonight. I'll kind of show it to you guys. I'm still getting to know them. But let's begin. I'm going to begin with the Goddess of the Moon deck, okay? That's going to be our theme. So we're going to take a look and see what the overall themes, what the energies are for this new moon. Scorpio new moon, guys. We've got several planets in Scorpio, right? Mercury, Venus, the sun. Very sexy time. A time where there's going to be pregnancy, okay? It's a very sexy time, all right? So be careful. But when I say pregnancy, I also am talking about creativity, okay? Enormous creativity. I think a lot of you, the writer is really going to come out in you guys. The investigator is going to come out in you guys. Incredible spiritual realizations, spiritual revolutions within you guys, awakenings that is going to inspire you, but will also scare you. You know, things that maybe you had overlooked for some time or maybe didn't want to see is going to rise to the surface. For some of you, rather slow through your dreams. Others of you, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Like a ton of bricks. And it's going to be a massive awakening. It's going to be a hard ride. Some people are feeling that sort of dark night of the soul kind of deal. And they're battling. It's like it's an inner war. I understand that. I've been through it. But that's why somebody like me is here, right? Is to help you gently get through those things. I've made it my whole life. My entire life. Through hell and back. And I'm still here, still smiling. change. It's about change. Why are we not surprised? I just got done saying that. We're going to be going through incredible change spiritually, mentally, a lot of you physically, because you've decided you want to take your body temples seriously for the very first time in your life. Start eating right, changing the way you do your nightly routines, getting more rest, getting out in nature more, meditating, really taking this thing seriously. But incredible change, not just little change, big change. I love how I can be shuffling the cards and telling you guys one thing, and boom, there goes a card representing the very thing. Here we are. Look at that. That's no small change. Look at all the passion. All that red is a person that is striving for a total transformation. And that's what this is. And you're going to be experiencing it, especially in the next 3 months as we go into the year 2020. A lot of it has to do with what's going on in your environment. Like I said, massive transformations, realizations, things about yourself that are hitting you probably for the first time in life. Some of it's scary, some of it good, but change. It's 35, it's an 8, so that's a lot of manifestation. Incredible manifestation in a short amount of time. You might be seeing a lot of birds, feathers. What do we got here? As soon as I say that. Being nurtured by spirit. Like I said, there's going to be fears. Because, when you begin to shed the old and come into the new, and you start to see life different and yourself different for the first time, and maybe a really long time, it can feel alien, awkward. Sometimes you might even feel really lost, and there might be people in your life who don't get it around you, no matter how hard you try to explain. But Spirit wants you to know, needs you to know that you're never alone, okay? You're always being watched and looked after. You're loved. Every person that comes into the fold, all the angels conspire for you, okay? There's a celebration in the heavens for each person that walks into the truth and finds themselves. You're protected, you're being nurtured, and you have something important to give, and it's going to be revealed to you slowly for some of you who can handle it a lot faster. But the matrix of things is being shattered. Here we go. It's going to make you feel naked, make you feel vulnerable, make you feel bare. Hi, sweetheart. Doll Kara, how you doing, baby? Happy Scorpio new moon. Let's continue. So we've got change and nurture. Massive change. Beautiful change. With the help and the protection of the angels. Because you have a purpose to fulfill. Each and every one of us do. And you have to realize that, some people that fail to realize it never get to meet their purpose. But those who do, like I said, there's a celebration in the heavens when you come into it. Let's go some more. All right. Woo, look at the bottom of the deck, the path. Damn. Woo, I'm good. All right. Let's see. All right, Spirit, reveal to us. What are some more themes that we need to consider during this time? Okay. Growth, spiritual growth, powerful growth. It's a total transformation. Seeing things for the first time in a new light, in a new way. Some of you have been working on yourself for quite some time now, but a lot of you, as we go into this new year, things are coming quickly. It's rapidly happening. Old skin is being shed, old paths, old ways of thinking. Some of you are really they're becoming your intuitive abilities are sharpening. It's like a quickening is happening. There is a great awakening happening. And those that are in tune to it, that are open to it, that don't resist, are the ones going to find themselves very free. Very free. I mean, look at how we see this woman in this gut. The symbolism of the time. He's like this, I keep getting this time right around the end of the year. This next couple of months over the course of the holidays is going to be a massive transformational time of growth. Huge upheavals even around you. And an inner war sometimes within you. But building a strong sense of worth, a strong sense of knowing who you are, being in a sovereign space, feeling like you knowing who you are, standing up something valuable, something big for the first time in your life. For many of you. How amazing. We got change, growth, protection. Because you are being protected, the angels are making sure that this happens for you. Some of you, because it will be a difficult transition and it'll seem to be like the dark night of the soul, you're going to be eased into this. Because it is hard. It's never easy. And sometimes the realizations we get are shocking. They happen in ways that we would have rather not had them, but sometimes the universe pushes you into something, not necessarily something you want to happen, but something you need to happen. Let's continue. And it's because it's something beautiful is on its way. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. Blossoming. I have been super emotional, and there has been so much changing lately. This new moon energy is crazy, and I'm sure it doesn't help that my moon is in Scorpio too. Yes, doll Kara. And surprise, surprise, so is mine. I'm a Scorpio moon, Scorpio North node. And I have a rising Scorpio, but it's right on a cusp with Libra. So Libra is in there pretty heavy. But Uranus is in Scorpio. Yeah. And it just, for me, it feels, it doesn't feel hard, but a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of change. I've been up in my head a lot. But this is a time where we're blossoming. It's it's like it's like finally your story, it's like your story is unfolding somehow, or like we're going to this new level of our life story that's opening up before us. And we're gonna be seeing a lot of people in the public eye and even around us going through these sort of like revolutions of and revelations of themselves, like this awakening that shocks people, or that makes it hard for people to understand. But a lot of people are waking up to things. Their lives are being shaken up by spirit. Inta, hi baby. You say I'm a Cap Sun, Scorpio Moon, Libra rising. For some reason, Capricorn energy, and I don't even have Capricorn in my any planets, Capricorn, but I've accidentally overheard readers doing Capricorn's intuitive readings, and I was shocked to hear like they're saying my own life story. I'm like, how is that? I must be very Capricornian in my energy, and I attract a lot of them too. A lot of Capricorn moon friends, and Capricorn risings. It's crazy. I'm doing okay now. I was very sick, really sick. I thought it was pneumonia. So, and then I changed companies so our internet wouldn't always cut out on us all the time. Yeah, so it's wild. A lot of people starting new businesses and new starting new jobs right now. But a lot of people starting new businesses. And right when I say that, you just got a new job? Signing new contracts, yeah. New leases. Getting new homes, a new car, new job, and beginning new businesses. Watch out with the contract. Make sure you double check everything that's in there. Make sure you fully understand what's in it, especially right now. I mean, this Mercury retrograde isn't as bad as some of them that could be at other times of the year, but still double check and make sure that everything's good and you haven't missed anything. But look at this abundance. Now, abundance means a million different things. I think a lot of us are beginning to see that we want something more emotionally satisfying. That just waking up, paying the electric bill, paying the phone bill, cooking dinner, going to work, coming home, that's not enough. We're looking for something that has deeper meaning. We're offering ourselves in little ways, from little ways to big ways, that offers something valuable. Some people, it's very revolutionary. Others, it's as simple as, volunteering for the local community. But we're changing, and our ideas of abundance is changing. We're becoming emotionally and spiritually mature in a lot of ways. But this also indicates money, new money. I mean, this is great. Look, growth, being protected, nurtured, incredible change, blossoming, and abundance. These are our major themes for this Scorpio new moon period. It's an incredible time right now to sit down and decide once and for all, because right now is a great time for investigation, to sift through and purge all the last parts of bullshit that's in our life. It's no more bullshit. We want authenticity. We want to be real. We want a sense of something that feels real. It feels raw. It feels right. We don't want to mess with any more facades. Nothing fake anymore. We only want to deal with what's real and what really means something, what touches our hearts, what brings us passion. And a lot of spiritual energy, creative energy is sparking. And like I said, we're going to be inspired by people that you never expected would have a revolutionary change within them. That's people in our lives and people that are in the public eye even. And some people won't be able to understand it. They have worldly eyes. They see through the flesh, not so much of spirit. But those of us that do, believe me, all this beauty is coming in powerful ways. Powerful ways. The very earth is changing. She can feel the energies and the frequency of our very emotions and how we're taking in things. I think people forget that. Water alone, within our bodies, it has memory. And how we project, how we react emotionally has an effect. The planet is 75% water as well, just like the human being. And she's feeling what we're feeling. And if a lot of us who are rising spiritually don't come out with full, how do I say this? There's a need to come out with courage, to not be afraid, to be yourself, not be afraid to speak the truth, to be sovereign, to be a leader, to step in a leadership role, to be a person with a message, and allow that message to come through. But it's a message that comes from spirit, that brings more peace, more passion, more of what's real, and shattering the layers and layers and layers of facade, the layers of delusion that the Matrix has all over us. Because some people are so caught up, they are desperately holding on to the old. They are in resistance. Even if all facts, all things are right there before them, even if their heart is screaming out to them, there's a lot of people where these emotions that are running high, the planet itself is manifesting those emotions. It's manifesting those frequencies, those vibrations, all at the same time. We're all going through a transition together. Oh, I bet you are. I think most people attracted to my channel are leaders. I hear you guys. I see what you guys say. You're insightful. You perceive things that the average person doesn't bother to see. It's like they're the walking dead. They're zombies. And this moon is sort of, a lot of people are being separated by that. There's those that are on the side of truth, and then there's those that are blind. There, it's like what's his face says to Neo, those that are so hopelessly dependent on the system, whether it's a lie or not. You know what I'm saying? They need it, and they don't want to know the truth because ignorance is bliss. It'll disrupt the life that they're used to. It'll disrupt who they think they are, who they've attached themselves to, or what they've attached themselves to. But there's a significant amount of us, and I think I can see that's what the cards are trying to say. They're coming into a whole new paradigm of powerful growth, a whole new path, a new way of living, a new way of being that's abundant, that's beautiful, that's creative. But your heart needs to be open to it, as well as having a smart and critical mind, but not being lost in that realm. Hello, Carlos. Tune in. Hello. Let's try to be cool with people up in here. Man. Oh, boy. People. Ay, ay. There we go. Sovereignty. That's a big issue. While some are coming into their own, they're not afraid to be individuals, to stand up for what they believe is right, for who they are, what they stand for, taking responsibility, understanding that they are no victim. They have a lot of power. Not allowing anyone to put them in a place of victimhood, to control. Coming into one's own. Allowing yourself to be the natural leader that you are. Irregardless of what's popular, what family says, even what you say to yourself, the critical mind, the self-sabotage, moving through it, being able to get past the self-sabotage, the perfectionism, getting past the idea that you can't do something, that you can't say something, that you may be too small to make any sort of important changes. When that's not true, there's nothing further from the truth. Nothing further from the truth. Sovereignty is an important issue, I think, and I've seen a lot of people grapple with, because they may have been growing up in abusive homes where they're told that they don't have any power, right? And eventually that turns destructive when it's not released in healthy ways. Because we're all co-creators. We're all creators in this together. There's beauty in each and every single one of you. So when we see sovereignty that's blossoming, lots of growth, being in touch with that, living a life that is closer to one that is more meditative, more contemplative, more prudent. More grateful. Seeing things with your heart, but also using your critical and intelligent mind. Huge changes. But there has to be a lot of acceptance that comes with that. No more inner battles. This inner resistance up in here, going back and forth, back and forth. Understanding that you are protected, okay? Change. Realizing your sovereignty. Abundance. What is that? That's being in full appreciation of everything. When you're in gratitude about the small things, the big things come in. If we can appreciate the little that we have, the few beauties that we do have, we will never appreciate anything. Right? These are the big lessons, the themes that is touching us on a personal level, but also indicative of what we're going to see on the world scene. Each and one of these are extremely powerful. Each theme. Inza, you're true. I am leaving a past, and I feel that I'm entering this new door. Doesn't it? You can feel it in here. It's and this inner voice is loud. It's really loud. Find it funny. There was a couple of I wore Scorpio makeup tonight, a little dark and kind of like vampire red lips. And I've got a couple of players up in here talking about gender change operation. Oh my God. But I guess you never know these days. Unfortunately, I am female. Sorry to let you down, fellas. The oldest of 8 children, 6 brothers, 1 sister. I'm the oldest one. I have 1 son who is an adult. So I guess that makes me a MILF. Okay, so those are our themes, which are all beautiful. They're all beautiful. I'm going to the energy oracle. And what I like to do, when I pull these out and I read the energy from these. I am certified coach, so of course I get into areas that discuss how we can change ourselves and our lives. Not everybody's interested in that, but that's me. I get too deep. Some of you guys in here that have Scorpio in your chart, you know that we can go too deep. Choke me in shallow water, get too deep. Remember that song? Edie Brickell's song? All right. Sing. Intuition. Whoop. No better time like Scorpio. And that's what this is about. Listening to the spiritual nature. Because there is it right now. There honestly is. And people don't want to hear it. There's a battle. There's an inner battle. Everybody's going through a spiritual battle inside. We see a spiritual war on the outside manifested from what everyone's suffering from within, because they're not listening to their spiritual nature. They're scared of it. They're scared of it because that means having to admit a lot. And this is happening to each and every one of us on a minuscule scale. And we're witnessing it on the wide scale. But this is listen to it. Listen to it. Don't be afraid. Like I said, every time that you come into the truth, every time you step into your spirit, your spiritual side, all of the universe sings. It says the angels celebrate in song because you stepped into that family. Connect with this. Dig deep. Like I said, this is a good time for research, for delving into things, looking behind the veil of stuff. Not being afraid to go there. You might have to go into the taboo, but that's where you're going to find the truth. And sometimes the truth is scary, but it sets you free. It frees you from bondage. The truth doesn't always tickle our ears. A slick liar tells you what you want to hear. But someone who cares will tell you the truth straight up every time, whether we like it or not. And I think a lot of us need to accept tough love. And we need to practice that tough love on ourselves and say, hey, you know what? This is what it is. It is what it is. And be strong and be bold. Each and every one of you are bold, beautiful, and badass. Okay? So you need to let that out. That no better time than now. Okay? I mean it. And that's what it's saying. Listen to that part of yourself. It gets ignored far too much. You're literally, you're going to war with your own spirit, with your own self. Stop doing that. Allow yourself to flow in life. Don't worry what other people say. You're going to attract the right people. You're going to lose the wrong people that shouldn't have been there the whole time. And if they're going to give you a hard time about you exploring yourself and moving into what you think is the truth for you, And they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. We're in a revolutionary time, you guys. This is the great revealing. This is the great revelation. We're at the beginnings, and we're seeing the birth pangs. It's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Some people are so stubborn, they need to have it smacked upside their head before they snap out of it. Because we got a lot of people walking around like the Walking Dead. They're so messed up. And I don't blame them, because there's a lot of mixed messages. There's a lot of mind control. Very smart people in high places with power and technologies and sciences that understand how to bring us to our knees in it. But there are many of you, and I think probably every one of you in here, can see through bullshit. And those that can see through the bullshit, they're gonna be all right. Hi, Ronnie. Did you? You had really the craziest 2 days? All right. Boom. More of it. This is Metatron. This is, again, about spirit. It's about your intuition. It's about going in, listening to your spiritual nature. We're going to see a revival. Okay? This is the beauty of the angelic realm. Okay? The spiritual realm. That no matter what the rebellious one, that rebellious spirit, that dark spirit tries to do on this planet, it always gets turned over for the good. It always will. And right now, like I said, while we have an inner battle, there's a spiritual battle taking place outside of us. But this is sweeping in. Guys are probably going to see a lot of 444, 2222, as well as 1111. A lot of 444 for sure. I'm seeing that like crazy. And 88. 8 is for the infinity, right? For manifestation. 88 is infinity. Time. We saw the gal, with the growth card, which we point out to the time clock. Remember? Representing what's going on with the planet, the growth, the spiritual growth of the planet, as well as within yourselves, the growth within the mind. See all the flowering on her head, the growth. That's spiritual growth, an abundance of it. Right? Damn, look at that. Oh, you woke up at 2:02? Look at that, right away. What does it say? The door to spirit. Crazy. 32, which is a 5. Okay, the last two cards. 5 and 5. It's 55. It's a 10. 555. Okay. Which means change, rapid change. 55, of course, is 10, which is changes. But when we see 555, it's not just change, but rapid change. Which, what did we see with previously? Uh-huh. Not just any old change, massive. Door to spirit. This is a highly spiritual reading, you guys. This is going to be indicative, and this is what's going to indicate the success of your life right now. Even in money, because that's going to be based off of the new person you become. But you have to be accepting of it. No more inner battles. You got to be in alignment with what's in here and what's in here. Okay? That's the door to the spirit. That's trying to open doors for all of you. You know, you go knocking on the right doors, they open up. Ask, you shall receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will open. Will open. Bring in massive change. Okay? This is powerful. Every one of these cards is powerful. The theme of sovereignty. Knowing who you are. Few people know who they are. They sway. They watch what the crowd says. They don't own up. They don't stand up. They pussy out. Excuse my language. But I have this feeling, those of you that are in here aren't that type. Oh. It's standing up for something that makes an impact. Standing up for what you believe in. Making a difference. Being noble. When was the last time we seen true nobility? People that walk with their head held high, knowing their core values, whether we disagree with that or not, right? But just having that respect that somebody knows who they are and they don't sell out to anyone or anything, and they stand up for that which is valuable, noble, right? That's what this is. Being independently you. That you are a powerful spiritual being. Okay? You're no victim. And anybody that tells you that you are wants control over you. It's a lie. It's an archontic, it's like a program of a diseased mental program that unfortunately a lot of people believe. It's a thought system that causes all kinds of, it can cause a curse among a family, entire community to think that way, because it ends up like causing a series of events to happen. But what spirit is saying to you is no, 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 no. Stand up. Pick up your stake, right? Pick up your stake. That means, are you willing to persevere? Are you willing to endure? Are you willing to be authentically you, standing up for something you believe in, making your mark on the world? This is your spiritual gift. This is your purpose in life. And spirit is begging you to look at that. They're calling you to act on your purpose in life. Not put here for nothing. Some of us, it takes a little longer than others to realize. You know, because we get caught up in the system. But you're protected. All right? More angel cards. Raphael, healing of the heart. That is becoming emotionally mature. The wisdom of the heart. Emotional intelligence. Acting as the brothers and sisters of your community, people of your country, the people of your world, within your own families. Having a spiritual and emotional intelligence. Going through those shadow periods, working on that shadow within, and breaking through those barriers, getting through that dark night of the soul, which it shines a light on some of the heavier things in life, but it gives you wisdom you can never get anywhere else. And it doesn't matter if another person doesn't understand it. There's people who understand you out there. You can find them. And keep a roadmap of this journey. Make it a little ritual of yours to write down your thoughts, little philosophies that you come across, the things that you come to know. Your words can be used to change hearts and minds in powerful ways. And you might think, well, it's just me, it's little old me, I can't do much of anything. But that's not true. That's probably one of the biggest lies you'll ever tell yourself, or you ever may encounter coming from somebody else. I can't believe what a spiritual, this is a spiritual, big time spiritual reading. There's nothing light about this. It's going to take really strong people to be able to stand up for what is right. To have that love in their heart. Love, it's kindness, goodness, peace, love, joy. Doesn't boast. Love isn't prideful. Love is humble. Love is kind. It's noble. (43)7. And this could be, for some of you, this is representative of the masculine, but it's also representative of somebody close to you, if not you, for some of you. Your abundance, your manifestation, that's what coins represent. Harnessing these things in your life, bringing them into form. Need the sun. That masculine is what harnesses it. It's what brings it into reality. Starts the spirit, right? To create this change, because this is where it's taken us. This growth process, which is blossoming quickly. Look at that. It's like a quantum, at quantum speed, but it's an abundance of spirit, okay? Being harnessed, being brought to the surface in our own lives, built where we can see it, feel it, touch it. Some of you absolutely need to, because I think you overthink, and get in touch with more water. Drink more water. Flush your system, detox, flush out the impurities, detox. Yeah. Let's move on. Grab a theme from here. So don't take the yeah. And for some reason, I keep coming across people that there's a lot of people addicted to methamphetamines right now. It's crazy. I don't do drugs, period. The only thing I take is natural remedies. Yeah, anti-inflammatories. I take gabapentin, and I've been breaking them down little by little. I hate it. Can't wait to come off of it because they cause inflammation in my feet and like around menstruation time. Sorry, guys. And you know how you bloat? It causes like a lot of bloating. I thought maybe I was having congestive heart failure. Yeah, shrooms are. I remember taking shrooms back in the mid 90s. The Lord, don't believe I do not know whatever. Take the medicine. I heal myself. Remember, this is standing in for the same thing. Okay. Once again, there's this message that's being driven home to us to stand in your power, to take leadership over your life, over your world. And look what it says: friendships, sexuality, feminine power. Even we talked about the feminine power for a minute. That sovereignty, nobility. This is a whole new deck. And right away, it pulls out the same idea. It's stressing this idea of leadership, this idea of taking a stand, freedom, sovereignty, having that power, that courage, self-leadership, but be an example, an amazing example for others too. Okay? And we see, we understand that Scorpio is a feminine, very strong, sexual, feminine, and powerful energy. Very fertile. So I said there's going to be a lot of sex, a lot of pregnancy. So watch out. It's also a very passionate time. Very passionate. Very spiritual. Really deep. Scorpio likes the taboo. Scorpio loves mysteries. They crack codes. They aren't afraid to dig. They love to expose and bring things to the surface. You know, the higher evolved ones are probably some of the most powerful people out there. It's most powerful energies. Some of them. But there's a sense of carrying yourself with a sense of not just naturally self-love and worth, but a sense of inner pride, deep, healthy pride. Where you don't have to go out of your way to prove it, like some of these narcissists that are taking over the world. I swear to God, they're taking over. And it's people like you, they're going to beat them out, and they can't stand it. They hate authentic, powerful people. They hate it. Here we go. Again, same message, different deck. By the way, number 4 again. Okay. Merlin. You have the dragon here. It's about leadership, power, wisdom, and manifestation. This is sort of like, I guess you can think of it as the magician in the Rider-Waite deck. But there again, we see what? The wisdom and the power and the leadership and the manifestation of your noble sovereign powers, your leadership powers, your ability to be your most powerful you, creative, passionate, in touch with spirit. This is what they want you to, this is what your highest power wants you to look at. This is very deep. Very deep read. Justice, balance in your life, bringing balance and harnessing that in your life. Balance in all things. A lot of you guys have a special pet in your life, or you're very in touch with animals. Oops. Well, they spit out too much here. Let go of fear. There again, the message of being protected, being in touch with the angelic realm, having eagle eyes, being able to pierce beyond the veil, see past. This is what's being called for. Okay? Look at that. Connection to the angelic realm, integrity, spirit. It's confirming it over and over and over. I would say that it's important for some of you to start studying symbolism, sigils, sacred geometry, and how they translate, what they mean. I think it's going to help you get on a road where it's going to reveal a lot of metaphysical truths that maybe you hadn't really thought about before, and open a road of interests that's going to have spirit's going to have you take. Wow. Here again. My fiance and I set our wedding for August 8th, 2020. Yeah. 884. Wow. Yeah. 48. Eight. Except for a few of them that was 555, which is rapid change. Rapid and powerful change. Look. This is really sending it home. Absolute truth. courage, self-respect, responsibility. Do you see where what it's saying over again in the different decks? When we see this, when we see this, when we see this, boom, this this is about becoming a whole new person, a powerful is, but this is about taking a stand, becoming a leader in your life, setting an example, deepening the life of spirit, deepening your spiritual life, your spiritual world, opening your world up to wisdom, seeing from a higher perspective, looking at things with an eagle's eye, walking with integrity, manifesting stuff that in balance, that brings justice. There's a lot here about, like I said, absolute truth, wisdom, walking in integrity, being challenged spiritually. The great things are coming in if you allow this change. It's a complete transformation, a powerful one. This is probably one of the most spiritual and powerful, powerful readings on any phase of the moon I've had this year. And it's insane. Oh, I look down at the clock. It's 10:55. Wow. And then up here says 5 and then 10. Oh, wow. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I've been forgetting to ask you to do that even. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be back now that I'm no longer sick regularly. And we do free mini readings and stuff like that a lot. So boom. Oh. Okay. So ultimately, what is this saying? The Bard. Going through history, mythology, the enchantment of storytelling, music, poetry. Exploring the creative landscape, the spiritual landscape. Expressing yourself. Allowing spirit to express itself through you. Manifest itself. Connection to the realm. That's brilliant. But this also talks about just pure emotional fulfillment and doing things because it moves your spirit. Because it moves you. Because it resonates with your soul. Because it resonates in a deep place. And only doing something because it does. Becoming a teacher, a storyteller, a mover, a thought leader, an influencer. You have a purpose in life. You have beautiful spiritual gifts encoded in you, written within you. The DNA code is a song. It's their lyrics. It's like an encoded lyric. You are a piece of music. All of the universe is a song. You're a piece of music. And Spirit wants you to get in touch with that. Play your authentic tone and not be afraid to do so. Don't be afraid to look foolish. Be sovereign in yourself and stand tall in it. When you do that, it's going to be an example set for others to step forward as well. Be surprised at how catchy and how fast things change when somebody has the courage, one person has the courage to step out of a hive mind. Okay, sweetheart. It's all right. I don't know how long I'll be back. I'll be on. I'll probably read for a couple more minutes and then because I got to work tomorrow, but I'll be on in the morning. I love you. I'm glad I got to see your pretty face. Lord, thank you for that compliment. That is amazing. Bye, baby. Oh, okay. In order for us to make that leap forward, we got to let go of the old emotional baggage. All that old shit that holds us down, that's been holding us down for a long time. It's got to make its way out. It's holding us back. It's just destroying and coloring everything in our way. That includes people in our lives, old bullshit thoughts that we still think and carry around, and old ass insecurities that we're tired of lugging around with us. Has got to go. Got to go. Just doesn't have any room. There's no room for it. Let go of the emotional baggage. Get rid of it. Make your home, or at least a small piece of your home, a sacred little space. You know? Something where you can light your couple little candles, maybe light up an incense, or however you do. Put your most sacred objects in there. Make a little shrine of some kind if you want. Put some beautiful plants, whatever it is, pictures of birds, the ocean. But make your home more like a fortress, more sacred, or at least one little space where you can go so that you can get in that. You can put yourself energetically in that spiritual place when you need it, when you want to retreat. Make sure you're taking care of your body, because if your body is clogged and your body is held down by toxins, that's emotional toxins, energetic toxins and physical toxins from food, from chemicals, then spirit can't work through you. Okay, it gets blocked. And remember, your body is your temple. Your body is highly important. It's a very sophisticated energetic system. So release the emotional baggage. Finally, let it go so that you can have some peace in your life. Transfer it onto paper, into artwork, into building something. I want you to really release the old traumas, the old dramas, the old shit, because there's a new you in the making that needs to come through. You're needed. You're very needed. It's another 5 here, you guys. Now I've seen 777, of course, not surprising, very spiritual, but the 5s are indicating change. It's screaming change, change, change. It's like it's now or never. Trust in spirit. Trust, have faith, have hope. Have a little faith in yourself. Trust yourself. Trust the spirit will give you the strength when you need it. Just call upon it. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and the door will open. Okay? Bottom of the deck. Look at that. It's 5 again. Partnership. That's partnership in spirit, you guys. We see this. That's once again like an 8, the infinity, time. It's stressing time. There's no more, sitting around. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Start now. Just little by little. For some of you, it's going to be full on. You're going to be, whoa, like thrown right into the shit. But others of you, it doesn't need to be that hectic. It doesn't need to be that strong. Gently go into this change. You're going to be happy you did, because it's going to revolutionize your life. I don't think you understand in the ways that it will. I don't think you understand the happiness that it'll bring for you and your family and your loved ones, and the meaning, the impact that you will have on your life. Just by making these little altars. Remembering that your life is a sacred journey. It is. Every moment. Every moment. It's not to be wasted. And think of how beautiful, how precious your existence is. This world wants you to believe that you are meaningless. You're nothing. Just some accident floating around in a big, empty, crazy, chaotic space. But the truth is, it's a beautiful symphony. And you are one little note playing in that symphony. You have a place. what you do matters. You're needed. You're part of the whole. All of this beauty. Self free. Let go of the old programming. Reprogram yourself in the way that is natural. Let yourself be connected to the spirit. Quit resisting it. You're going against yourself. It's a battle, it's an inner battle that is between the heart and the mind. And it can drive one crazy because you're in constant, when you're out of alignment, you're lost. And the world will have you think that there's no answers and it's all meaningless anyway. And it's not true. So Spirit is really impressing it upon you to see your beauty, because your beauty needs to be translated into the world. And only you know in which way that's going to be done. It's between you and your relationship to this universe, the story of you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Well, I'm going to end it with one last. From Moonology. Let's see. Moonology. Spit out a couple. Too many. Bring love into it. In all things, bring love into it. I think that's what it was trying to tell us the entire read. But this is more about a deep and personal self-love. Because it's through this self-love that you're going to find a deeper, more powerful spiritual love for the life around you. And you're going to find the leader inside of you. Yeah. Nothing is set in stone yet. And some adjustments will be required. Be bold. Don't be afraid. We're going to have an incredible 2 weeks. Whoa. I didn't expect them I didn't expect to have a reading that was going to lay that on us. That was heavy. But yeah, I mean, if any of you in here have the Scorpio moon like I do, I think Doll Face, is that her name? She did. Then you know your life is daily, your mind is going through heavy topics like that. But those are the themes. Where is your purpose? Who are you? You know, are you going to allow your life to be led by the Spirit or led by the flesh, which is a road to annihilation, to destruction? The flesh always destroys. It's the ego. It's the super ego. Abundant, what's prosperous, what's creative, what's passionate. Love, Getting to know yourself and finding where that purpose lies. Finding the leader inside of you. And obviously, that's where we should take some serious consideration over the next couple weeks. And no better time than a new moon phase. This is where you want to put a lot of the old things to rest and start the new. So do that. Take your salt baths. Yeah. Do some prayer. Write in your journals. Or at least drop an outline for your life for the next year. And then break it down. Break it down by 6-month period and a 12-week period. And then, Well, that was a quick shower. I just wrapped up. I appreciate all of you that came in. I'm going to be back on in the morning. Make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely do that. I got a new company that is running the internet on here. It is working really good, and I'm very happy. Thank you, Lord, for coming in. It was so good to meet you. Insa, I'm so happy you came back, baby doll. And you too, Roni. Yeah, I got to make mine go to bed. I heard him like walking around doing something in the kitchen, but he needs to get to sleep. Me too, babe. I couldn't get my mind. I was thinking about you guys really heavy. All that time I was sick, I wanted to get my head sick. It was like some kind of, I'm in Seattle. So everybody was getting really sick, and it just felt like a pneumonia, and it happened so fast. It was almost like early in the year. Mid-afternoon, I started to feel like a sore throat, and by 3-4 hours time, remember the last night that I was on with you guys, I felt like I was having headaches, and I said we'd done a 4-hour reading, and I started to feel sick that night. That was the last time. That night, within 2 hours, the headache got worse. I started to get hot, started to feel really sweaty. By morning time, it was over. Thank you. I pray for you guys too. Know that. 100%. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me tonight when you could have been doing anything else. Means a lot. I love knowing that I can build a nice little community here of people that are real. Ooh, buddy. Oh, okay. All right. Look at you all up in Paris. Okay. Bye, Insa. Oh. Well, at least it doesn't go to waste. I got so much in here, and sometimes I have so much to say, my heart feels like it's going to burst. I feel like God or the universe is always talking to me and filling my mind with all these things that I can see. And I write them down, but it's not enough. I feel like I have to share them. Ooh. Yeah, the French follower. Thank you, Lord. So a lot of Geminis are writers and communicators. And well, you see how Scorpio is. They go to the depths of your soul. Yeah, you should. If that comes up, you should say something and just let them know that you are thinking, but he's on your mind. You know, make them feel better, make them feel good, and put them at ease. I love you all. Thank you so much for spending time with me tonight. I appreciate it. I'll see you all early tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Lord. I'm close to his dad, and I don't really know his mom, but I feel like I do this message. His dad, you're welcome. Namaste. Of course. If it's in your heart, that person will live on as long as they're in your memory. Their love burns generation after generation. And I do believe that one day you'll see him. Yeah. Sweet dreams, my loves. I love you so much. Thank you for being with me tonight on the Scorpio new moon. And we'll talk again soon. I got a lot of plans and stuff coming up for the channel, slowly but surely. Bye, sweetie. Bye, everyone.